welcome to today's live behind the scenes for the design process of the 2022 collection. Thanks for tuning in. Even if you catch it on replay, I understand everybody's busy, and I can understand totally. If you can't get here for the actual live, totally cool. I'm trying to make this a regular event, so I'm going to be going live every Monday at this time. It is midday Monday morning here. I know it's 8 o'clock New York time in the States, so it's Sunday night for you guys, and hopefully this is a time that works for you. I figured the weeks are busy. Saturday night you might be socializing, family time. Maybe Sunday night you've got time to just chill out and take something in. So we'll give it a whirl. The main thing is that we get together once in a while. Since I haven't traveled to the States for such a long time and haven't shown anyone the line in person for a long time, it has all been virtual for so long. What crazy times. But it does feel like the tables are turning. I'm kind of tentatively getting excited that maybe we're out the other side. Now, a lot of you may or may not know, but I have two Facebook groups for West Indies wear. One is exclusively for the retailers of West Indies wear. That's you guys, the buyers, the people who go to the shows and shop the line and put my designs out on display. So what I talk about in this group is a completely different thing than what I talk about in our other group that is more for the end customer, the ladies that are wearing our clothes, right? So in our other group, it's called Our Island Family. I have over 1,200 people in that group. There are about 200 people that are super interactive. Every time I go live, they are there. They are regulars. They know everything about the new line. They know everything about the old line. Newbies that come into the group ask questions. These ladies are helping them. They're finding things. They're telling them how something looks on them. You know, if they're only 5 foot and they know that I'm 5'10", then they're like, no, that dress is not that short on me and I'm 5'2" or whatever. So it's amazing, this other group that I have. Very interactive. Now, this year, when I started designing this new collection, I actually consulted these ladies. We had several design bubble events. These ladies tune in every time I go live, and we had votes, and I showed them the prints, and they told me if they liked it and they told me if they hated it. And that has been life-changing, because it meant that anything that most of the ladies in that group hated, I didn't go any further. I stopped it right there, and I didn't end up sampling it. I didn't end up going into production, and that has been life-changing, let me tell you. So every year when I start a new collection, I get out a new book. This is the 2022 book. And I have different sections in it for different styles, but the first section is always development styles. Actually, look at this. One of the ladies from Our Island Family group sent me a Christmas card this year. Beautiful message. Like, these ladies are my friends. They've been in the group for 2 years, some of them, and it's like really amazing the connectivity I have with them. It's life-changing. So when we started developing the new collection and I got out the new collection book, this first section is all about what their requests were, and there's pages and pages of my scribbles, drawings, comments, notes, highlighted. It's not neat, but it was gathering information basically. So basically in here, they've asked for longer tops, they've asked for crabs, they've wanted flamingos, they wanted capri pants, and there's blah blah blah, lists upon lists of things that they wanted. Another thing I've written is a new version of KV439. Now, that was a tank top we did that was white that had the navy blue pineapples all over it. So I've got several versions of that in this new collection, and they're selling amazingly. Okay, next, bit further on down the track, I had another design bubble event. That's what I always call them, because when I'm in design mode, I call it like I go into a bubble where I try not to be distracted by the accounts and the other stuff. I try and focus on the design. So I had 12 different prints done at this stage. This was April last year. And I basically showed all the prints and we had a vote. And the ladies all voted on what they liked the best. I think they gave me their top 4. And I was able to compile all that into this list and figure out which were going to be the top selling prints. You see what I mean about how this is life-changing? Before I even go into the sampling process, these ladies are saying, nah, I hate that print. I don't understand what you like about that print. Oh, how good is that? It's amazing. So yeah, the first section of the book has sketches and notes and scribbles, and then, you know, it moves on to the next stage. So I wanted to show you specifically the Seahorse print. Now, how that started off was I really wanted a vertical stripe, because vertical stripes lengthen the body, they make you look taller, they make you look slimmer. So I want to do a vertical stripe dress. But how do we do that, you know, with my sea theme, my ocean, my island theme? So I had in mind that I would do seaweed. So I had drawn up various different seaweeds, all different types. Fish, there's some little fish swimming, and then this is what I do. I just kind of scribble. Somehow scribble turns into something. Then here's another page of different sort of ribbons of seaweed, all vertical, all I'm thinking is vertical stripes. That's cute. Okay, so then from this sketch that I've done myself, which is nothing fantastic, I scan that in and I bring that into Photoshop, and then I lay it up so that I'm like fiddling around with how it's going to look. And I'm doing different ribbons of seaweed all next to each other. You know, stop, start. Do we have some gaps? Do I put some fish in there? What am I going to do? Okay, so this was my first attempt at this print and I hated it. I'm like, yeah, it's nothing special, right? What does that even mean? Okay, so from there it progressed on to the next stage of the print. And I went and got, I thought this was cute. I thought, yep, we'll just pick 3. I think we did 3. You'll see on the design, I've got this leafy one, and then I've got, I don't know if that's seaweed or bubbles. So 1, 2, 3 different types of vertical sort of seaweed. I plucked 3, chose my 3 favorites out of there and laid that up. And yeah, it's looking cute. I do like it. I love the vertical stripe idea. It's really coming together, but it still wasn't where I wanted to be. I still wasn't happy. And from here, this is where I started to think, okay, how do I put some fish in there? What do I do next? And I don't know how, but somehow Seahorse ended up in amongst these guys, right? And then the ladies in the group told me, now we're onto something. So from there, it turned into fabric. Okay, so I sent the design off to the factory, which was the first. This was the first submission from the factory. Okay, so we put the little seahorse in. They're facing different directions. Tried to make it a little bit more random. Now the fabric swatch came back and this was a very lightweight, and I thought, oh, that lightweight's not going to work for a dress either. It needs to be heavier. They don't want it see-through when it's a dress. They don't want it sticking to their, you know, their rolls, their tummy. For me, it's my tummy. When they're wearing this dress. So it needed to be a little bit heavier. Now, last year, the year before this, the ribbons dress did phenomenally well. It sold out. I don't have a sample even. But it was also kind of vertical stripes. It was different colors and there was Seahorse in there, but it was completely different. But the style of dress sold really well, and that's because it's fitted. It has a princess line. It has a yoke across the back with a little keyhole. So that was where I was thinking I would go with this print, is into that same dress that had done so well. Now, the second colorway of this print was to be the periwinkle, and this is the first submission. And as you can see, the factory has completely misunderstood what I wanted, which was solid color with a tonal lighter color of the print. The print is to be the tonal lighter color, and in the peri they have not got that right at all. Now, it's very, very hard to communicate this sort of information to a factory that's in India that doesn't even speak English. They do, thankfully my guy speaks English, and he communicates it to his people. But basically, I have a Pantone book, right? And these reference numbers on all the Pantone colors are reference numbers that in India, they have the same book, right? So we're kind of talking an international language of color here. So, but things, especially colors like peri that are not so common, it's a little bit purple, it's a little bit blue, it's a little bit lost between the two. It's very difficult to get that spot on. It can be very difficult, even using the book. If you look in the book, the peri colors, it's very difficult. They're either blue or purple. Like, it's a fine line between blue and purple, you know. So yeah, so we went back and then they resubmitted. So this was the resubmission of the peri, and as you can see, they got it spot on. Super, super happy with that. And then before they actually cut, from this they ordered the fabric, but before they actually cut the fabric, they send me another swatch that is from the bulk. So basically they order the bulk comes in, they cut a strip off the end and they send it to me so I can approve it before it goes any further. So this is the bulk fabric. The weight is perfect. It's the heavier weight that I wanted for the dress. It's not as light as the other one. And so perfect, go into production. Now, because we had made the sampling in this initial lighter weight, he had actually, for making the sampling, he's got to make up like 60 meters. So I'm like, oh, well, what, you know, we don't waste things. Even though I don't have to pay for it, I like to help the factory and not waste things. So I'm like, actually, that will make a super cute little tank top, right? So at this point, we've got the same fabric, 2 different weights of knit. And so we were able to make the 2 different styles. So the dress turned into this style that has the panel, the princess line panel. It fits beautifully. It's got this cute little keyhole detail in the back. I know the fabric, I know the garment fits because the ribbons dress sold out last year. We cannot go wrong. And vertical stripes makes it even more slimming. So that is the dress that came from my original sketch that was like, you know, nothing spectacular at all. Super cute. Then we got the little tank top made up using up the lighter weight fabric that was not suitable for the dress. And this tank top, it's generous. It's got the racer back. It's the only racer back tank top that we've got in the whole collection. I know the bigger ladies sometimes don't like racer backs, but everybody has that bra these days. You know, 10 years ago, if I ever did a racer back, you had that customer that just said, nope, I don't have that bra. But nowadays, everybody has that bra. They have, the bras come with a clip that you just clip it together so you can wear it as a normal bra and you can clip it together and make it into a racer. So, you know, these are super cool tops to wear when the weather is super hot, perfect for the islands. And yeah, the ladies are much more prepared to wear a racer back top nowadays because they have that bra to go under. Okay, so again, notice that we are building a little story here. This goes together. There's 4 different styles that work together. Next, I did the cute little skirt. It's got this frill that is on an angle and a cute little crossover in the front. Underneath, it's got the shorts. Now, the shorts are not a baggy short. They're kind of fitted like leggings, so that if, you know, you're climbing in and out of a dinghy, or you're playing golf, getting in and out of a golf cart, you're getting on a bicycle to ride around Hopetown in the Bahamas. Imagine yeah, you're not exposing yourself at all. The ladies love them, and they're super secure. It's got this wide waistband that holds your tummy in, ticks all those boxes. And of course, I had to do the tank top that went back. Now with the tank top, the first submission, and I don't have that sample, I don't know what happened, but the first submission was literally just the Seahorse printed on a white tee. I had requested initially just glitter ink, and yeah, it was cute, but it was nothing special. So, and then he sent me a photo of a t-shirt he was making for France, for the French market. And it was like grey, and it wasn't our thing at all, but he had put a beaded little heart on the front. And I was like, can we have some beading on our t-shirt? That's how this came about. So it's all like, he's sending me little things of what else he's doing, what else is going on in other places around the world that is being manufactured there in his warehouse family factory in India. And then that sort of triggers something off in my brain. So he's got these ladies that do the beading for him. They are brilliant. I was like, yeah, I want it beaded, but I don't know how to, I wouldn't know where to put the beads. And he's like, I'll just send it to my ladies. They will do a couple of examples and send it. And so that's what they did. They did a few examples. They did like 3 different mock-ups of how it could be beaded. And I was like, I'll have that one. Or knowing me, I probably said, I'll have that one, but can you just change that to be the same as that, or something like that. So that's how we came about having a cute little beaded tank top that matches back to the skirt. Okay, you could wear the white with the aqua skirt. Oh, showing you the back of the tank top. Okay, and again, we've got the whole mixy matchy thing going. So for you guys who are retailing, you can easily display this on a 4-way so that you've got, 4 different ways to wear this print. And the other nice thing is with this tank top, it looks super cute with the ruffle skirt. That is a no-brainer. This ruffle skirt we've ordered now 3 times. We've had 3 production runs. They sell out so fast, so you can't go wrong there. Okay, so that's how, it takes a long time from conception of the first sketches. It takes it's like 10 months until I get it into the warehouse, and then you guys can start getting it into store. So it is a long, slow process because it's a bit of backwards and forwardsing. It takes months to get fabric made. So, I've really got to start early, and there's a lot involved. The other print I wanted to show you how I built this year. And that's what it really is like. It's like building something from scratch. So I work with an artist, an online artist, and she sends me things, and then the 2 of us sometimes backwards and forwards. Now, sometimes she might send me things and it doesn't click something, it doesn't trigger anything in me at all. And sometimes it's like, oh yeah, now we're talking, now we're getting somewhere. So she sent me this, I'll take that off. She sent me this pencil sketch of a pineapple. And I really loved the teardrop shape of the bottom half of the pineapple, but I didn't like her spiky bits because to me they looked too soft. It looked more like flower petals than spiky pineapple leaves. I don't know what that's called at the top. Is it a leaf? I guess it is a leaf. So I'm like, okay, can you redraw this but make it more like a solid teardrop shape? So she sent me back basically this. There's the bottom half, and then I came up and put spiky lid on it. Okay, but I really did love the teardrop shape of the pineapple. It was different, not something I'd seen before. So that turned into, from her original sketch, into this pineapple. So then I wanted to figure out, okay, what colors are we going to do? For me, color is super, super important. You guys know how obsessed I am with color. I'm not a black and white line. I struggle. to do black and white. Beige just doesn't press any buttons for me. So it's all got to be bright. And then, you know, after the pandemic or during the pandemic, I think we are also can't wait to celebrate freedom and get back out there. That I think colour's a big thing, and that's something that happened apparently in the roaring 20s as well. Everything went over the top, ostentatious. Colour, bright colours was huge. You know, people wanted to live life again after World War I and the Spanish flu. And so that is what seems to have happened now. Hot pink is everywhere. Crazy colour combinations are everywhere. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, what are we going to do this pineapple print in? I really loved the idea of doing green with aqua. But at the end of the day, I didn't go that route. I went the hot pink. So that's what I'm wearing, the hot pink with the navy. And this was our first fabric submission. This one he has got, and that's the second colorway, the red with the pink. And this time there was no backwards and forwards. He was dead on with the print colors, the fabric, everything one time. So that saves a lot of time. The sooner we get that, I can run it past, you know, you guys, the sales reps, the ladies in the Our Island family group who are so brutally honest sometimes. Yeah, let's do this. So I went into production. This was actually one of the first prints to arrive in the warehouse. This was actually arriving in December, whereas some of the things were only arriving in January because it took an extra couple of months of backwards and forwardsing and getting things perfect before we actually cut the samples. So yeah, to quickly show you this line, I know you don't want to spend too long on your phone or watching me. This is the dress I'm wearing. That's the same dress in the second colorway. Again, this dress is I didn't change the fit. This was a coral reef dress from last year, basic trapeze shape. Anne and I worked together on this to get the fit perfect. We got the nice cutout armhole. We got the high neck, but it's a nice shaped neck. And just the right amount of swing in the A-line trapeze dress that it is not too baggy, and we get the length right. Remembering I'm 5'10" and it's probably a lot longer on a 5'2" lady, right? Okay, so the trapeze dress, too easy, no brainer. Next, I wanted to do a t-shirt to go back with things. I've done a new fit t-shirt this year. And then this with the plain one print goes back with the cute little skirt. And this skirt, and something that the ladies in the Our Island family group had asked for was more skirts, because last year I didn't do skirts. I did pants, I did the linen pants, I did skirts, and there were no skirts. And they're like, hey, where's the skirts gone? So this year we've got skirts, we've got skirts. And just the other day I had a lady say, hey, where's the boxer shorts gone? So I've just cleared out the boxer shorts. You probably got them while they were on sale. They're all gone. I think there's a couple of pieces of extra large left, and otherwise they're gone. So yeah, I've got to think, are we going to bring boxer shorts back? I'm actually thinking to do a longer short for next season. I've just got to figure out the fit and the length. So yeah, tee to go back with the skirt. All the time I'm thinking, how are we going to make this into sets that are easy for you to merchandise and easy for you to display in store. Now the t-shirt is long. It's a generous cut. You can wear it over the leggings, because the white t-shirt actually goes with the leggings. You'll see that on the website. But the nice thing that everybody is doing now is they're tucking their t-shirts in. They're tucking them into the skirt or whatever they're wearing it with. Often they're tucking it in the front and leaving it out at the back. So think about that when you are selling to your customers. Show them how it can be worn. Put that on a mannequin. Show them, tuck it in at the front, leave it out at the back. Then we had the matching tank top. Again, it goes back. Super cute with the ruffle skirt. It could be this combination, the white with the red, or it could be the navy with the navy tank top. And in April, the ruffle skirt is coming in hot pink as well. So that's not out yet. That's a little secret for now. It's not coming till April. So keep in, stay tuned, because I'll let you know when that comes out. And of course, we did the basic little tank top with the pineapple on the front. For those ladies that didn't want to wear a t-shirt with this skirt, they can team it up with either of the tank tops, okay? So yeah, that's how 2 of my prints came into life this year. Where's that pineapple? From a rough little pencil drawing to fabric that, 10 months later is in our stores and we're all wearing. Now, the other nice thing about our Island family group that I have on Facebook with all those ladies is that they often ask me where they can find it, because they don't actually like shopping online. They like finding a store. And I've got that on the website, the main website. There is a find a store near you, so a store locator feature, and I've got all the boutiques in there, right? So just the other day, I had a lady contact me who said, I'm going on a cruise, I'm stopping in these islands, where can I find you? So I was able to either give her that, and sometimes I actually know. Sometimes I know the stores and I can actually tell them. So the lady went on this cruise, she found it in a store and emailed me when she got home. Oh, I was so excited. I walked into the store and it had a really good inventory of West Indies, and she was so excited that she finally found it. So that is really good to know that feature, that store locator, actually works. So if anybody wants to check that out on my website, it's on westindieswear.com, not on the wholesale site because it's not necessary there. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, there's a menu in the footer, and I'm fairly sure that it's Find a Store is down there, and it's also in the top menu bar. I think it's like About Us and Find a Store Near You, something like that. So yeah, super handy. If anybody finds any errors or the pin mark for your store is in the wrong place, please email me so I can fix it, because sometimes the whole maps, the Google Maps thing feature doesn't work or doesn't recognize an address, especially in the islands, because the addresses are not like usual US addresses. So if you find an error, please let me know so we can correct it, because those ladies definitely want to shop in your stores and they definitely want to know where you are. So super helpful. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I will chat again next week. And if anybody's got any questions or wants me to show anything or try anything on, please let me know and I will program that in for next week. All right, have a great week, everybody. Lots of love. Thanks for tuning in.